couch, dogs, me, guitar lessons. Hey there, LickNRiffers, how are you doing? Welcome to another awesome full fingerstyle arrangement lesson right here on LickNRiff. And in this video, we're going to learn a full fingerstyle arrangement of Erase and Rewind. It's an awesome song and it turned out to be an awesome arrangement. But why trust my word? I'll play it for you right now so you can see in here how it goes. And then we're going to break it down lick by lick with tabs right here on the screen as usual. It goes like this. Enjoy. Alright, so before we start, I just want to thank the private student who purchased this as a private arrangement and decided to donate it to the channel for everybody's enjoyment. So thank you very much, private student. So as you can see, this is a pretty complex arrangement, but there's a trick to playing it. You have to automize the riff. By the riff, I mean this. Okay, or a second, but you have to practice this until it's automatic, because after every lyric line you have to play at least half of the riff. Okay, so if you don't want to overburden yourself with data overload, just practice the riff until you have it down on your fingers and then start learning the song so you can just insert the riff between the lyrics. So that's the way I recommend learning it as well. So the intro is different than everything else because the riff is on the high notes instead of the bass notes. So you start with this. And then a G chord. So it's the open 6th string with 2 slide to 4 on the 4th. And then the open 3rd and 3 on the 2nd. Okay, this is just another inversion of E minor. So. Then a G chord, open strings 2, 3, 4, and 3 on the 6th string. You can do it with a finger, you can do it with the thumb. Okay, no need to move your hand. Okay, everything works. Then you have this. Okay, it's 2, 2 hammer on to 4, 2 on the 3rd string, and with the hammer on you play 2 on the 5th string. Okay, for a B bass. And then you do 2 hammer on to 4, 2 on the 3rd string again. and you have to play A, the A string, the A bass. Okay, the fifth string. So you can play it after the hammer-on, okay, because that's kind of the right rhythm there. It's a syncopation. So you can do it with the bass or okay, a syncopation. Up to you. And that's the intro. Then the second time around, after the B line, you play A, an A octave, 2 on the third string and the open fifth string. So the first time around, A is this. The second time it's just this. And that's the intro. The idea here is E minor. Okay? This is a G chord, but it's E minor over G. Okay? Because the chords of the song are E minor, B minor, A. And even though you do have the G to D over F sharp to E minor line, it's just a line, it's just a lick. The chord progression of the song is mostly E minor, B minor, and A. So it's E minor, okay, it's still E minor, just E minor over G, and then okay, just a B minor, but you're not playing the minor note, and then A, and then again, and finish on A, an A octave. Then you have the okay, so I play strings 2 and 3 with 3 and 2 on them. Okay, kind of like a D5 chord. Okay, 3 and 2 on strings 2 and 3. And then I play okay, strings 1 and 6. Then I pull off 3 to 0 on the second string and I harmonize with the open third string. So it's and then we start the riff. Now pay attention closely. Okay? This is how you start. It's okay, it's 0, 2, 3 on the sixth string. I hammer on both. Right? And then the D string. Then I put on B minor. Right? And I play strings 2 to 5. And then the open A string. Now I can play it with the B minor chord or without it. Okay? Or you can hammer on the first bass, right? And then you do hammer on 0 to 2 on the fifth string, then A, strings 2 to 5 as well. So it's right? And you can play the B minor with everything. Okay? The idea here is 0 hammer on to 2, 0, 0 hammer on to 2, 0 on the fifth string. So that's what you have to keep in mind, okay? The riff. Okay? Or okay, you can just insert the chord once. Okay? Or just with the hammer-ons. Up to you. It doesn't really matter where you put in the B minor chord as long as you keep the riff going, okay? The bass riff. So just automize this. Just these notes. Okay, because from now on, I'm going to refer to this as the riff, and I'm going to tell you where to put it. So we were playing this. Right? And then you play the riff again. A strings at the end instead of the hammer-on 0 to 2 part. But when I start okay, with the open sixth string, I play strings 2 and 3 along with it because right now we don't have lyrics yet. So I just play the chord. And I let strings 2 and 3 ring. Okay? And then when I play the D string, they're still ringing. Okay? See? That's the beauty of fingerstyle. And then just A at the end. So B minor, and then A. Instead of the hammer-on and then A, you just play A. That's the second ending of the full intro. Right? And then you do everything again, but instead of she sings so you just play another 3-2 at the beginning. Okay, you just play it twice. Right? And that's the full intro. So practice this before you move on to everything else. It will make your life so much easier when you learn the, I said we and you together. When Wu learn the, or Yi, when Yi learn the full song. So this is what you should practice first. Concentrate on the lyrics. You can play E minor, just strings 1, 2, 3, and 6. Or I do this. Okay? Just for embellishment. I play strings 2 and 3 on 3 and 2 again with the open E string, and I slide these two fingers up 2 frets to 5 and 4. So I get a unison there. Okay? The open E string with 5 on the B string, it's the same note, it's E. And then the E string keeps ringing when I leave the notes and I take the fingers off to play the riff. Okay? And then I slap strum. Okay? And then half the riff up to B minor. Okay? So up to B minor. The hammer-ons, the D string, and then B minor. This is what you'll be playing most of the time. Right? Half of the riff. And then you have this. Right? It's B minor, and you play 2, 0, 0 on the E string. You can lift the bar, you can play the rest of the chord. And then A, then 0 hammer onto 2 with your pinky or with your third finger, depending on which fingers you put. Or you can let go of the chord as well. And then A, hammer on from 0 to 2 on the E string, and then strings 2, 3, and 6 for E minor again, then again half the riff. Then you can either do strings 2, 3, and 4 together 3 times, or an arpeggio, strings 4, 3, 2, which is more attuned to the original line. But it all depends how you look at it, because if you play, you still have these 3 notes, just harmonized. So this or this still gives you the same result, just unharmonized or harmonized. So again, it's your choice. And then A, the E string twice, you can play the whole chord. And then I slide from 2 to 3 on the second string, open E string, and then I play half the riff. Okay? And then the first line again. Okay, the first B minor A line, I mean. The 2, 0, 0, A, hammer on from 0 to 2 on the E string. Okay? And then I play strings 2 and 3, but I play 2 slide to 3 on the 6th string. Okay? Because this is the G, D over F sharp, E minor line. Okay? So it starts with this. So, and then the open D string, then F sharp, 2 on the 6th string. You can also play the open A string if you like. You can do, okay, but a little bit dirty in my opinion. And then the hammer on from 0 to 2 on the 4th string, and then the E bass. Or E5, okay? 2, 2, 0 on strings 4, 5, 6. Again, up to you. So, right? And that's your verse, and you play this twice. So again, slide up to the B minor, okay? Then 2, 0, 0, A, hammer on to 2 on the E string. Then the low chord, or then A, slide from 2 to 3 on the 2nd string, E minor again, half the riff to B minor, then the first B minor A, then the open second and third with G to F sharp to E minor. Then you have the pre-chorus line, which is different than everything else. It's E7, A, D. So it's this. Right? So it's the open E string. You can also play the open G string. Okay? And then 7/7 on strings 1 and 3. You can play it with the 6th string. Okay? You still have the E string ringing. Okay, so you have the bass going on, but you can play it again. Then you play 5 and 6 on strings 1 and 3 with the 5th string, because this is an outline of an A chord. Then 8 on the 2nd string. Then you play the open 1st and 2nd strings, and you can harmonize with 6 on the 3rd string, so leave your finger on. Right? This is A add 9. Simple one-fingered chord, but it's still an embellished chord. So, and then you just continue the rhythm any way you like. So, yeah, just play bass, bass, chord, bass, or bass, bass, chord, chord. Right? And then you have the open E string, giving you time to move back to D sus4. Okay, D with 3 on the E string twice. Then you play D with 2 pull off to 0 on the E string. And then 3 on the 2nd string. Okay, it's in the chord, so. Then you have this. Okay, it's G to D over F sharp again, but as a little bass solo there. Okay, and arpeggiated bass solo. D string, 3 on the G bass, the E bass string. And then open D, open A, and then F sharp, 2 on the 6th string. So, right? So this is the pre-chorus. So again, E7 to A add 9, D sus4 to pull off to D sus2, and then immediately the bass solo. Then you have this, the beginning of the chorus. It's a slide to 3 on the 2nd string, or you can just play 3, but I slide from 2. Okay, gives it a little embellishment. Then 3, 2 on the E string, 3 on the B string, and then I start E minor again. 3 on the 2nd string, open 3rd string, E bass, and then half the riff to B minor. And then I have 3 on the 2nd string, 3 times. You can harmonize with the chord. And then I do, okay, the A bass, slide from 2 to 3 on the E string, and then 2, and then 3 on the B string. And then it's E minor, strings 1, 2, 3, and 6, and then pull off from 3 to 0 on the 2nd string. And then half the riff again, okay, to B minor. And then you can play B minor over A, and then play the first line, okay, with the A bass on the 3 on the E string, on the G note. So it's something like this. You can play it with the slide, okay, but the right positioning of the bass note, if you want it on the first beat, it's on the 3 on the E string. But this is the riff, so you have the A bass anyway. See, it's on the beat, but you can play it with the slide, and then you have kind of a syncopation thing there. Then you go again. And then you have the full riff. Okay? The full riff. And then you have the G to D over F sharp to E minor line. And then I play the verse again, the pre-chorus again, and the chorus again. And then when I want to finish, I play this. Okay? The A line that brings you back to the beginning. Okay, I'll play everything again. play the chorus, you play the full riff now. But the second time around, when you want to finish the song, you play the B minor to B minor over A, and then you have this. Right? The same A line that brings you back to the first E minor, but this time you play D or D over F sharp, okay, with 2 on the 6th string, okay, depending on your own preference of a D chord. So that's the ending. So again, practice the riff and then learn the lyrics when you have the riff down under your fingers. So before you go download the tab, the link is below in the description. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't see a reason why not. Everything here is for free, including the tab. But if you want to give something back anyway, you can become a patron on Patreon and pledge whatever you want to pledge. I am grateful for any donation and support whatsoever, and everything goes right back to LickNRiff, to your guitar education. If you want to make a one-time donation, there's a yellow donation button on the LickNRiff website when you go download the tab. It's up to you. So I thank you in advance for your generosity, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now. Enjoy.